Hello everyone, you're welcome back once again. My name is Victor Digomore here, and we are still looking at some questions around partial variation. And this question I have here says the cost of a car service is partly constant and partly varies with the time it takes to do the work. It costs 3,500 for a 5.5 hour service and 2,900 for a 4 hour service. Find the formula connecting cost C and the time T in hours. Alright, so B is calculate the cost of a 7.5 hour service. Recall that, like in the previous class, which you need to check out, we have made an explanation around partial variation. We say that partial variation is a situation whereby a quantity is depending on two other quantities. I gave an example. Okay, so in this partial variation, we have two constants. So I am going to use A and B as my constants. And can use C and K as the choice may be. So what they are explaining here or trying to convey here is the cost. So I'm going to buy my choice. I'm going to use C as my cost. They say cost of car service is partly constant and partly varies with the time. So I'm going to use C and T. Okay. So, and then A and B as my constant. So let me start like this. So I will say my C is equals to A plus B T. Okay. So A and B are the constants. This is the cost of the car service, and this is the time it takes to run it or to do it. So they give some figures here which we are going to bring into play. They say for a 3,500 cost, the hour of service is 5.5 hours. So 3,500 equals to A plus 5.5. I'm going to change this to, let me say 5.5 B. So let me change this thing to 3,500 equals to A plus, this is 10 plus 1, 11B. 11B over 2. Okay, 11B over 2. That's my equation 1. Okay, then they also say for 2,900, what you will have is 4 hour service. 4 hour service, 2,900 equals to A plus 4B. This one is okay. It's okay. Let me put it here. 2,900 comma here. 2,900 equals to A plus 4B. Okay. Call it equation 2. Now, what we do is, because this is equation in two variables, we solve it simultaneously. So you can actually say equation 1 minus equation 2 or equation 2 minus equation 1. But anyhow you go about it, if I say equation 2 minus 1, if equation 1 minus equation 2 or equation 2 minus equation 1, I try to maintain absolute value here. Did you get what I said? I try to maintain absolute value here. So if I say this is 1, this is 2, if I say 1 minus 2, I am going to have 3,500 minus 2,900. By my calculation already, to avoid taking our time, is 600. 600 equals to A minus A is 0. Okay, then I have 11. Look at the way I'm going to go about it. 11B over 2 minus 4B over 1. You see that? So that I can take the LCM, which is 2. 2 divided to 1 times this is 11B minus 1 divided 2 is 2. 2 times this is 8B. So finally 11B minus 8B is going to give me 3B over 2. So I'll bring in 600. Okay, So you realize that let me cross multiply, you will be having 600 times 2 equals to 3b. You have 1200 equals to 3b. So what do we have? 3b is the same thing as 1200. So if I divide here by 3 and divide here by 3, I'm going to have that b is equals to, this is 400. 400. So I will go back to equation 1 and replace, I say put b equals to 400 into in equation 1. So if you go to that equation 1, you'll be seeing 3,500, okay, equals to a plus 11 times 400. Now b is 400, got it there, over 2, over 2. Of course, this cancel itself 1, cancel here is 2, so I have 200. So 11 times 200 will be 2200. That is will be 2200, that's 2200. Okay, so I have 3,500 equals to a plus 2200. So what do we have there? What we have there now is just to collect the like terms. We have 3,500 minus 2200 equals to a. So what do we have here? Remove 2 from here. Can do it somewhere. Can do it somewhere here. We can have 3,500,2200. I have my calculation already, but let's just play around. 1 here, we have 3 here, 1,300. So we have a equals to 1,300. So our final equation back here. This equation is going to yield c equals to a is 1,300 plus 400t. 400t. So we recall it that c equals to 1,300 plus 400t. This is what we're going to use to answer the second question that says, where is it again? Calculate the cost of 7.5 hour service. Calculate the cost of 7.5 hour service. So T here now is 7.5 hour. Let's find what is going to give us in cost. T is equals to 1,300 plus 400 bracket. This is 2 times 7, 14 plus this 15 over 2. So this into this, we have C equals to 1,300 plus this is 200. So we have 200 times 15, and every 200 times 5 is 1,000. So into 3 places will be 3,000. So we have C equals to 1,300 plus 3,000. So this will give us that the cost will obviously be in the unit of measurement we are given is naira. Please, you have to maintain that it's in naira. So you come back here and put in the unit of measurement given to you according to the question that this will be 4,300 naira. Okay, I'm sure every calculation I did here in this partial variation is so simple and understandable. We are going to look at another question again. Yeah, we have about 3 more questions to look at, and we call it a day in variation. 3 more questions. So please, I'm trusting God that this class is useful to you and you must have learned one thing or the other. Please like our video, share to your friends, and click on the subscription button. While you are doing that, You are being of an encouragement to us. Thank you so much because I know you're going to do it. Thank you.